How to set goals for a budget. Irrespective of the life stage you're in, you're likely to have some long and short-term financial goals. Nevertheless, setting realistic and tangible goals, following them, and keeping track of your progress is the key to attaining your financial goals. A significant part of efficient budgeting is goal setting and using your budget to help you attain them. A goal might be as simple as saving up for a basketball game, or as involved as retirement. Here are some ways to set budget goals. Alternate for the short term. For short-term goals, such as planning to attend a basketball game next month, you may simply substitute one expense for another. If you typically eat out, perhaps you can substitute a takeout meal for a game. If you discover your budget is very tight, you may need to adopt a more drastic measure, such as decreasing your grocery bill by eating lots of rice-based and pasta dishes, as well as cutting back on more costly items such as cheese and meat. Be realistic. Budgeting frequently has a bad reputation since it can feel like a limiting diet. However, this shouldn't be the case. The key to efficient budgeting and saving money is maintaining a realistic view. In other words, leave room in your budget for activities you value, such as entertainment. If significant changes are necessary, consider cutting back gradually and enjoying things in moderation. Just like altering your eating habits, you probably won't change your spending habits overnight, so be patient. Calculate long-term needs. For a long-term objective, for instance retiring by a specified age, find a retirement calculator online. The tool will allow you to enter variables, for instance your age, amount presently saved, anticipated rate of investment return, and age you wish to retire. Your retirement calculator will then establish the amount you need to save monthly in order to attain your goal. Bear in mind that online calculators can generate varied outcomes, so it's best you try numerous options and obtain a general sense of the amount you should save. Then, consider the amount as a non-negotiable expenditure, and alter your other spending as necessary to make room for the new amount. Prioritize goals. You must establish what's most important to you. For instance, if you have children, you're likely to place education costs as a top priority, while empty nesters or couples without children might opt for different goals. Your goals mirror your needs, interests, and income level. A prioritized list typically descends from must-haves, such as saving up for kids' tuition, to dreams such as purchasing a vacation home. Ensure you develop a schedule with cost estimates and, if possible, deadlines for every goal. Once you set your goals, make sure you match them with reality. Save automatically. Implement automatic withdrawals so you can attain your savings goals. By having automatic deductions from your paycheck or setting up your automatic transfer to savings, your cash will be out of sight. For long-term savings, place the cash somewhere illiquid, such as a 401k. This way you'll protect your future. When it comes to short-term savings, the money should be accessible. However, it shouldn't be too accessible. For instance, if you keep your savings and checking accounts in the same bank, you can easily transfer cash from your savings to checking account. Therefore, you should consider different institutions for the accounts. Final thoughts. Budgeting is not about going without. Rather, it's about putting your cash to its best purpose. An efficient way of budgeting is setting goals. The budget then helps you track those goals. If you're unsure of where to start, this list will prove invaluable.